What is going on, everybody? It's me, Ollie, aka TNS Attitude, and I am back again here on YouTube.com for all things professional wrestling. Holy shit! Honestly, guys, wow. That was my reaction when the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland, formerly known as Edge, made his AEW debut. I was buzzing. Honestly, guys. Incredible. And everything's the same apart from not being able to use the Edge trademark. I was just like, wow, he's here. I mean, for me, I feel like this is definitely going to be a needle mover for AEW. I don't care what anyone says. All this tribalism that's going around on the internet regarding people being bitter that he's not going to do, he's left WWE, he's turned his back. It's all bullshit. This is huge for AEW. There's no denying it. And I just think this is something that AEW has needed for quite some time. You know, when AEW lost Cody Rhodes, they then gained CM Punk. Now they've lost CM Punk. They've lost Jade Cargill. They now needed something to just put some fresh pulse into the product. And I just think that this is definitely going to be good. He can still go. He's 49 years old. This is going to be interesting. Some matches we can see. I mean, there's some of the stuff I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing down the road. We're going to get I'm just going to say Edge now before I'm so used to saying Edge, but we're going to get Edge and Malachi Black, Edge and Buddy Murphy, Edge and Kenny Omega. I mean, this is amazing. Like Kenny and Edge, two Canadians going at it. It's going to be incredible. MJF and Edge, I think right now, this is definitely a smart signing on AEW's behalf. I really do. This could be really good for them. Punk did bring eyes to AEW. There's no denying it. It was at the time, it was what they felt was right. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out in the long run due to the backstage clashes and some of the stuff he was doing behind the scenes. So it never really was, that investment had consequences. But this, I think they're going to be okay. Adam Copeland has the knowledge of this guy. What he could bring to this locker room is something really good. Really, really good. I mean, I like the fact that they've paired him up with Darby and Sting right now. I think that's really cool. Darby Allin is getting a hell of a push right now. The rub, when Darby, they see big things in Darby. He's already had that rub with Sting for the last couple of years. Now you're bringing in Edge, and it's like, this is great. The matches that we can be seeing from this is something else. I think for me, I just feel like the last couple of years, AEW kind of went into a bit of a phase where they were just snapping up anybody and we were supposed to give a crap. And it felt kind of like, oh God, another one they've just signed. And they never really felt like a huge deal. Like I remember when Andrade got signed by AEW and then he kind of got lost in the shuffle. And, Miro kind of disappeared and now he's sort of back and isn't, I don't know what's going on with Miro. But I do think that this particular signing has got some potential, especially with a lot of their smaller shows. If you're going to be seeing Edge on Collision and Rampage, that's definitely going to help those shows as well. They just need to make sure that they just let Edge do his thing. I think that his mind for the business is really going to be something. You got to realize this is the guy who was the original mind for the Judgment Day, which we see in WWE. The Judgment Day was Edge's idea, and he wanted that idea to really materialize, and it's done great. But now let's see what he can bring to a fresh place, and I think that this is definitely going to be interesting. I've heard people wanting to see the Hardys and Edge and Christian again. I think that right there is going to be like maybe I do it as a retirement match or something like that. I don't really want to be. They don't even really need to really tap into that right now. I think where we are right now, Christian Cage is on one of the best runs in his career right now. you know, this guy is just gold. What he's been coming out with and how he has been able to keep this character so good, so fresh. I like the fact that it's got this whole feud has got these young guys in there like Darby and Nick Wayne. They're all going to get a decent benefit out of this. And then you've got obviously Edge coming in. Luchasaurus as well. He's getting involved somehow. Hopefully Jungle Boy will be back soon, and I think at that point maybe they switch Jungle Boy back to being a face. That could be something maybe to then maybe get Jungle Boy involved again. We could see. But yeah, this is huge news. I've not been this excited about a jump. It's not even really a jump because his contract expired and he just didn't re-sign with WWE. But for me, there's two that I'm going to mention. Okay, so back in 2006, when Kurt Angle went to TNA, I was buzzing like this. That was huge. That felt like a big deal. It was a big deal. It helped TNA out. We then got Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. We got Kurt Angle and AJ Styles. And it really did help push some great matches going into 3-4 years, right? Where we are with Edge, I think we're going to hopefully get the same sort of deal. We're going to get, 2-3 really good years with him. And we will see these matches we want to see. Kenny Omega and Edge, man. If they did that in London at All In, hell yeah. I'll be there next year with Mark Newton and Sean. That's going to be a hell of a time. It's going to be a hell of a trip. I'm buzzing, man. It's just so cool. I love the video package as well, with him like with his jacket and getting in that huge muscle car going down Bubblegum Way. I think what he said in the press conference, and Bubblegum Avenue, I think is what they called it. But yeah. And I like how they went past a stadium which had fireworks going off, and it felt like the significance of that was like he got out of the car, he was getting in the car, and he was driving away from that big WWE stadium, and he was down the road, and he got business elsewhere. And I really like the significance of what they were trying to do with that. I think Darby had been the one to direct it because he's very good with his video and all that stuff. So it was very good. I just loved it. And in the press conference, how damn freaking positive he was. He was like, man, and then he's talking about Darby Allin, like, them two are like best friends now. It's freaking awesome. Like, hopefully we're going to see like him and Darby should be awesome for working together in a team or feuding. Yeah, like I said, Edge has always been one of my favorites. So to see him go to AEW, I think is going to be just really cool. And it's going to get fresh eyes on the product. I mean, I was always watching AEW, for God's sakes. I went All In just recently. But this makes the product, for me, a lot more interesting. I'm not saying it wasn't already, but a fresh coat of paint is always nice for these wrestling companies every now and again. I think the women's division, this is where we need Mercedes Moné to debut at some point as well. Give me that Mercedes Moné debut, so then the women's division is going to have a fresh breather into it. But yeah, this is just really cool. He keeps everything apart from the trademark of his name, but just seriously so damn cool. When he came out to You Think You Know Him, and it was like everything was the same entrance, the fireworks were the same, and awesome. I was just there at my TV going, yeah, I was just like, this is sick. On this day, I see clearly. Dude, just frippin' awesome. I mean, I was trying to get some other matches that we could get. I mean, you get the Bucks. I guess the Bucks could work with Edge at some point. Adam Page and Edge, Adam Cole and Edge. I mean, there are like a string of matches. Claudio and Edge. I don't even know if Cesaro ever worked with it. No, he never did. Claudio and Edge. Moxley and Edge could be good. Freaking Pentagon and Edge. We could go on. Ray Phoenix and Edge. Just so many potential like big matches that I would want to see. So yeah, I think this is great business. Well done, AEW. You got a home run. Great news. Just don't mess this up, because I think this right here is something. This is a good signing. Do not mess this one up. When they had when Matt Hardy went there, they didn't really do shit with him, and it was all I didn't care after about couple of months. I was like, yeah, well, they didn't do shit with him. Problem with Matt Hardy, though, is that he debuted in the COVID era, which was never the best thing. The broken Matt gimmick fell on, obviously, to an empty crowd. So I'm not going to blame it too much on Matt. It was just that, but again, he did get lost in shuffle a little bit. Anyway, but that is today's video. Let me know what your thoughts are on this signing. Huge news. The Rated R Superstar is all elite. I'm buzzing. It's fantastic. And yeah, so don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll catch you down the road for another one. I am out, guys.